Director of the Philadelphia Unemployed Project, a nonprofit advocacy organization in Philadelphia that deals with issues of poor and the unemployed workers and their families. They've spent a great deal of time and effort on the issue of foreclosure prevention since the early 1980s and are currently involved in working with homeowners caught up in the subprime mortgage crisis. And we've been around for many years, this organization.
Yeah, we have been around a long time. We've been around since the 1975 recession, which used to look bad, but doesn't look so bad right now compared to where we're at. And we really believe that unemployed people need to be organized, and they need to be seen, and they need to be part of the body politic, and really too much they're not, particularly in this recession. We've got 25 million people still unemployed or underemployed, and we're not. The silence out of Washington is deafening on that topic, and that's why people need to be organized. These people did nothing wrong. They got caught in an economy that was beyond their control and are being just knocked around like the tsunami in Japan, and we're not getting a lot of help for people. And at Philadelphia Unemployment Project, we believe that people need to be organized, but to organize unemployed people, we think we have to offer something more concrete than just sort of politics, because most people are laid off, don't go on into a period of unemployment political, and it's a time you can politicize people, but we really try to organize, offer services to people. We try to help people with their mortgages, we try to help people find jobs, we try to help people deal with health insurance and things like that, and at the same time organize them around what needs to be done, because what we have is not, obviously the services available are not sufficient to take care of people. And over the years we've developed a staff. We started out like the 99ers with just no staff or one staff and a lot of members. We now have staff, and we really feel the need for more groups like ours around the country, and it's an opportunity to get out here to encourage that to happen as many places. In past recessions, we've seen a lot more grassroots unemployed organizing pop up. Manny was involved in some work. What recession was that?
Keith was Keith and me.
Keith?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Okay, in the back. Well, Manny and Keith. I didn't see Keith there. Keith, so people would spring up. It's been less so now. The UCube thing is very good. It's, in terms of having more on the ground organizations, it's pretty critically important. Now, we've been somewhat of a symbol in a lot of ways of the recession. Our actions that we've done, we cover all over the country in the Associated Press, photographs of our people. I need a job sort of pictures have been shown all over the place, and so we're at that point now where everybody's sort of forgetting about the unemployed, and except people who are out of work themselves are really engaged in that, and to the extent that we can move people, it's going to be really positive for the whole country. And specifically, like I said, we look for things that we can win that are achievable, and and we need that for people to feel like what they're doing is going to get them somewhere. It's not just like we want, 50 million jobs or something. So we've been organizing around foreclosure prevention. We stopped all the sheriff sales in Philadelphia. There's no sheriff sales happening in the city of Philadelphia since December. And the reason there's no sheriff sales in Philadelphia right now is because we fought over the last year and a half to win federal programs to pay the mortgages to the unemployed, where we won a program called the Emergency Homeowner Loan Program, which will provide $1 billion for unemployed to pay their mortgages, direct payment of their mortgages, not some subsidy to the banks to think about helping people, which is what most of what we have. Now, the wonders of that, we won that program, became part of the financial reform legislation. They stuck it in there. Took effect October 1st, and New York, I think there's like $125 million New York State to pay the mortgages of the unemployed. Not one penny has been spent yet because HUD has not bothered to put any guidelines together. This program took effect October 1st. All the money has to be spent by September 30th. HUD has put no guidelines out. And so in Philadelphia, we demanded that the courts stop the sales until people could apply, and the courts have agreed. They're about to restart. We thought this was Christmas Eve, we stopped the sales. We thought for sure by February this program be in effect. Still not in effect. The sales are supposed to start again April 5th, we got 3,000 properties up for sheriff's sale on April 5th in Philadelphia. But anyhow, that's a demand, and we're organizing those homeowners. So that's a very concrete way to organize people, that their houses are on the line, they're organized. We're having a big demonstration next Thursday to stop the sales. We've been to our city council resolution, we're putting pressure on the courts to stop the sales. And so that's one thing that we've been doing pretty effectively. And like I said, we've also won this program. Now, I think people in New York State should be in the same boat. People are going to be losing their houses in April in New York State with $120 million sitting in Washington ready to pay those people's mortgages. Shouldn't happen. In New Jersey, you've got New Jersey is the hardest hit state. They've got $300 million to pay the mortgages of the unemployed. None of it's spent. So those are, there's two levels of organizing. One is to get a program started. The next one, unfortunately, is to get the bureaucrats to actually spend it. And so, sometimes we wonder why people don't like government. And I must say, I'd like to kick HUD from here to the West Coast for sitting on that money. Other things we've done, though, we also organized around a jobs program in Pennsylvania. The federal stimulus, which is now gone, provided billions of dollars. Much of it, over $5 billion, was available for public job creation. The state of Pennsylvania had $330 million. Couldn't be bothered to spend it. We started organized demand. They spend it, and they set up a job. And ultimately, they set up a public jobs program called the Way to Work program, which provided over 12,800 jobs in the state at up to $13 an hour. That's because people organized and fought for it, and we got that. Now, once again, this is another one of these wonderful programs that was time limited, was due to end September 30th. State sat on the money so long, we only got a 5-month program, 6-month program. We then organized the participants in the program to fight to extend it. We were unsuccessful because we had now reached the point where the recession was not a problem anymore. It was now the deficit was a problem. With 25 million people out of work, the deficit's a problem. So we did do a lot of organizing of those people. Once again, these are very specific types of things that people want and need that you organize around, and those are the kind of things that we believe you can win. In the past, we've done a lot of work around access to hospital care for the uninsured. People need to be in hospitals, whether in our city, we forced hospitals to sign agreements to treat the uninsured and help them get Medicaid, but admit them without a problem. Those kind of issues. We also did a lot of work around the Obama Affordable Care Act, the health insurance, that got a lot of people organized around that. Now, one thing I must say is that we're just starting on more of the social media, in the Facebook and the internet organizing. That's something we see you guys doing a real service, and something that we need to do better at. Although we've done pretty good on healthcare, we've organized all around the state of Pennsylvania on healthcare, and we've got quite a base of people that are working on that. But we're moving into doing that with more of the unemployed, and I think that's has a lot of potential around the country to do that. But I think we also need to get people face to face and meeting and organizing and being out on the streets. So it's doable, it needs to be done, it's not happening enough, it's causing this country to go the wrong direction. And if more of those people were organized, we wouldn't be talking about deficits right now, we'd be talking about a public jobs program to put people back to work. So, saying that, it can be done, needs to be done, and whoever can help us do it, you really should, and we've been happy to be out there helping to lead the fight, and we're going to continue to do that as long as we can, so thank you.